Welcome, everyone. My name is Catherine Corona, and I have a channel where I do a lot of meditations. So I thought I'd do a very special meditation today, meditation prayer, or sometimes I call them prayer meditation, for those in the transition process, in the dying process. So I hope this might bring you some peace, some comfort, and some opening for the journey and the next place. Just follow along with me, and here we go. So let's just close our eyes if you'd like to, and bring your attention to your heart, that place, that really sweet spot deep in your heart, that place of stillness and peace, of silence and connection with your divinity, the connection with the essence of who you are, with your soul, that part of you which is eternal, that part of you whose home you are soon to be reborn in, that part of you that came here for a brief visit, that came here to learn, to grow, to love, to serve, to live life. And that part of you that is aware that the time here is coming to an end, and that there is a new beginning before you. A beginning that you have been on many times for eternity. We ask that part of you that knows that you are eternal, that knows that this is a brief stop along the path of existence. Come forward with its awareness, its knowledge, and its wisdom. That any part of you that needs this knowledge and wisdom be comforted in knowing, born, brought into creation, created by the great Creator. By divinity itself, by God itself. And God has called you home. God is saying it's time for you to come home, for you to rest, for you to be more closely embraced in my loving, in the loving of all creation. For you have been created out of loving, and you return to the pure bliss and ecstasy of infinite unconditional loving. Have not forgiven of yourself. We ask now that you forgive yourself for anything that you might be holding against yourself. Any judgments you've placed on yourself, so that you may be free and liberated. And in this forgiveness, you forgive yourself for any judgments, anything you've held against, any guilt, any hurt, any disappointment, any wishes that things were different, any areas where you think you could have done better, any areas where you held back, any areas where you may have broken a law or a commandment or made a lie, or anything where you didn't live up to all that you knew or thought you could be. We ask this light of loving go into those places and turn them into light. And you are free. And you are liberated in this moment from anything that binds you to this earth. From anything that holds you back from freedom and liberation. If you have any fears or concerns, worries or doubts, worries about others, that they won't be okay without you, let's just ask for this brilliant divine light to be with each person that stays on this earth while you go home. There is beauty awaiting you beyond anything you could dream. There is peace awaiting you that goes beyond anything you could understand. There is companionship and loving, beings of light and freedom, angels, spiritual beings, masters, friends, loved ones. They are home and you are going to meet them, and they are waiting with open arms and huge embraces. And you've never been very far. Just the veil between heaven and earth was closed and you could not see them, perhaps, and now it is open. And you see the places, the people, the beings that are in your next home, your true home. And you rejoice inside and are glad. The symphonies of creation, and you can hear your own melody, the melody of your soul, and its place in the great symphony of God's choir. And although your soul has always been in this place and with you, both at the same time, now you will be fully re-embraced in the courts of the Lord. And you send those you're loving, whose time has not yet come, who still are living on earth and visiting. But your eyes are turned to your true home, in the heart of God, and God's loving. And you feel God's embrace with you right now, and all his angels and his servants, and his son and his daughters, and they are all with you, leading you home. And you see your home, and it is magnificent. And you breathe in the fragrance of the spiritual light. And you dance in the music of divinity. And you see the glimmering light of your home in heaven. And you breathe it all into your body, letting all parts of your body know it has done well. All parts of your consciousness, you let it know. All parts have done well. You have lived your life the best way you knew how. And all is well. Breathe in this light. Let it move through your body and honoring it, your mind, and honoring your mind, your emotional level, and honoring that, your whole being, in gratefulness for how it carried you as a vehicle for living your life, for everything you've learned here in your life, for all the people you've loved, there's gratitude. For all the things you did and saw and learned, there's gratitude. For having this life itself, there is gratitude. You turn your eyes again towards your next journey, towards your true home, and open up your arms. And so in this moment, you find your peace in thankfulness and gratitude and bliss and anticipation for being born anew into the holy kingdoms. And you may drift off to sleep or open your eyes. And for this time with your soul, we give thanks. Amen.